Hey, welcome to Brunch Break episode 40. My name is Bethany Steck, Mrs. Love Chard, and I come here to you on the Love Chard page every single Tuesday, except for this morning, at 11 a.m. Central Time to share with you my journey of optimal health and weight loss and overcoming food addiction and learning to love myself, because I never did that in the first how many years of my life. So let's chat a little bit about our crazy high standards that we put on ourselves, the negative self-talk that sometimes comes with it, and what we can do to kind of combat the negative self-talk and kind of things that we are, putting ourselves to these crazy high standards for our lifestyle and our nutrition, and how to set expectations that we can actually achieve. So welcome to Brunch Break. So let me chat a little bit about my journey with this. Hi, Debbie. And share with you a little bit about my past with negative self-talk and expectations and, crazy high standards. I know a lot of you watching are overachievers because I seem to attract a lot of what I am, and I am an overachiever. And if I don't think that I can do it 100%, then I'm probably not going to do it at all. But, the crazy high, 100% do it all or we fail mentality is destroying us, okay? And this is what I had to learn in the last couple years, because I would beat myself up so bad every time I failed. And let me just start off by saying, failure to me now that I've gone through this lifestyle change and I'm a coach now and I work with hundreds of people in their lifestyle changes, I don't believe that failure exists. I hate that word. I hate the word mistake and failure and all that, because here's the thing. We're human, right? And we're always going to be trying new things. Some of them are going to work just like we thought they would, and we're going to learn something all the other times. So that's why failure to me doesn't exist. I tell my clients this all the time. Failure doesn't exist because you either win and succeed at whatever you set out to do and you crushed it, or you learn and grow from it. And learning and growing from something is a sign of success. That's another form of success. And so to feel this failure when I don't think it exists, we need to get a handle on that, okay? So for example, for me, what I would do in the past is if I told myself that let's talk a little bit about weight loss too. So for example, this is me years ago, even before I discovered the whole food plant-based lifestyle and I was doing all the fad diets and stuff. So I would tell myself, I need to lose 20 pounds by March 3rd. And I would put these crazy expectations and high standards and all or nothing kind of mentality on stuff, and also fictitious numbers, because 20 pounds by March 3rd, why? What does that mean? But I would do that to myself and push myself to that and do whatever I had to get there, whether that be not eating or counting calories or doing some other unhealthful thing. And then here comes March 3rd and I stand on the scale and maybe I lost 8 pounds. I would be so pissed off at myself. How did you not lose the 20 pounds that you set out to do by this date? You're such a failure, blah, 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 blah. And then I would go to a fast food restaurant or I'd order in and I would binge for days, weeks, and I would fall back off. Tell me in the comments if you've ever done anything like this before, remotely close to this. People are doing this every single day and it has to stop. So the crazy high expectations and standards in that story is focusing on the numbers, which is if you're only putting a focus on numbers and dates and weight loss by a certain day, guys, we need to stop doing that. So let's take that off the table, okay? What we need to be looking at is knowing that the weight loss will come and that the increased energy will come and that our food addiction will be, I guess, treated, possibly reversed, the more and more that we live this lifestyle and the more we get in that mindset of doing the action steps to get us the results, right? So many people are my goal is to lose 20 pounds by March 3rd, and that's it. That's their only goal. There's no reasons why, there's no action steps behind it. It's just, that's the goal. And while weight loss is a huge side effect of this lifestyle, having it as the main and only goal doesn't make much sense when we look at our day-to-day stuff, right? Because if we're looking at our day-to-day, like, I need to lose weight today, like, what does that mean, right? So let's start looking at the action steps that we can take to get us where we want to go. So if we want to live healthy, happy at 75, 80, 90, 110 years old, like I plan to, we need to strip back to today and think, what can I do today to help get me there? What can I do today to help prevent, dementia and Alzheimer's? What can I do to help prevent stroke and heart attack? And so we're stripping. So if that's a goal of yours, right, to prevent heart disease or heart attack, what do we do today that will keep us away from that, right? Stay away from fried food, cheese, animal products, things like that. Increase our fruits and vegetables. So how can we do that, right? Focusing on a big, large salad every day, making vegetables your main dish and beans and all these great things. So let's strip back the goal. And if weight loss is a goal, that's okay. Weight loss was one of my goals too, and I lost over 80 pounds, and but I gained so much more, during the whole transformation. So going back to, setting these crazy high expectations. So if losing 20 pounds by March 3rd is your only goal, and you don't have any action steps to help get you there, like we have to build these steps. I use this analogy a lot. I see my Aunt Linda on here. Hi, Linda. Oh, it's so dry here. I use this analogy a lot. My grandmother makes tons of quilts, like all the time. Beautiful, huge, like handmade quilts. But she doesn't start with one piece of fabric. Grandma starts with a little patch of design, right? Just a little patch. They're maybe like this big, maybe smaller. And she's got thousands of them, little pieces of fabric, little different designs, different colors, different textures, different patterns. And what she does each and every day is takes a little patch and sews it to the next one, and takes a patch and sews it to the next one. And so all of those little patches together eventually will yield one large quilt. But if she just woke up every morning and was like, I want a quilt to be done today, but she didn't sew all the patches together, she'll never get that quilt. So she puts in the work, she takes one little step at a time, what I like to call action steps, right, in our nutrition and lifestyle, and she builds the quilt, and eventually she yields this one huge, large quilt. That's awesome, right? So think of that analogy in that, what can you do? What are some patches? What are some action steps that you need to take to get to where you want to go, right? These things are things that are 100% in your control and 100% attainable. So things like having a large salad every day, getting to bed at a decent hour, swapping soda with herbal tea, right? These things are 100% in your control. And a lot of those things strung together will yield massive success and will get you the end goals, weight loss, preventing heart disease, and all that stuff, right? It will get to those outcome goals. What you put into your lifestyle, your input goals, the action steps, will yield your outcome goal, which is the weight loss or preventing a heart attack or whatever it is, living long and healthy, right? So we have to look at our action steps. And coming back to the title of this episode, which is talking about really putting a lot of pressure on us to succeed and win and do all this stuff. Like it's so great to have goals and to have ambitions and to set out, and do great things. But guys, a lot of the huge successes will come with these little action steps. So I don't want to push away these action steps, the small little pieces that might not seem like a lot. They will get you to where you want to go. So on crazy high standards and beating yourself up, how many of you listening have ever, called yourself lazy, called yourself, inequipped, or a failure, or I knew you couldn't do this, like look at you, you couldn't even do 1 week without going and eating fast food. Like you obviously can't live a healthy lifestyle. You're obviously never going to lose the weight. You're just destined to be this way. You just can't, there's something wrong with you. Have you ever felt any of these things? I felt this stuff all the time for years, until I made my lifestyle change and really started to, look at myself as a person and as my best friend and as a human and give myself grace for living, and stumbling. It wasn't until then that I really started to work on, my self-growth and my self-worth with myself, It's so easy for us to beat ourselves up. I think society has helped us do that for years and years and years. And we need to, this is why I come on Brunch Break. This is why I coach. So many women are beating themselves up for no reason. And we really need to shift that and to change the perspectives that we have on ourselves and start to really treat ourselves like our best friend. Because let's be honest, would you say some of the things that you say to yourself in the mirror or after a struggle or something, the horrible things that you've said to yourself, would you ever say those to your best friend, like your very best friend? Would you ever say that to your mom? Would you ever say that to your grandma, or your sister? So let's start to let's open up the possibility that we can truly love who we are and be our own best friend and enjoy spending time with ourselves. Because I know for me, I always wanted to be surrounded by people and food because I didn't like being by myself. I hated being by myself. My husband will tell you this from the beginning when we first started dating. And my friends, everybody can tell you, I never wanted to be by myself. I always wanted to be surrounded by people, happy hour, alcohol, food, parties, and if I wasn't doing that, all I did was beat myself up. I would sit in the closet, crush a bag of donuts, and just talk shit to myself and beat myself up verbally, emotionally, mentally. And so we really need to get out of this black hole that we've dug ourselves, that society has helped us dig, that maybe random people on the internet have made a comment to you that's really stuck with you. You can't let it go, or maybe your mom said something to you once, or a former boyfriend or girlfriend or ex-husband or somebody said something to you one time that is ingrained in you, and it's not true. So we got to get it out. So I would love to share with you something that my girlfriend Sarah and I have coming up. So of course you guys know I have my monthly membership site, NutriBabe Nation, and in February we are doing 2 guest coach takeovers. Okay, so the first is going to be my girlfriend Chloe of Chloe's Clean Cuisine. She will be putting her Choco Healthy cooking class into NutriBabe Nation. The second thing is my other girlfriend, Sarah Steckler, who is a mindfulness practitioner, and she will be doing her amazing course, her signature course on taming negative self-talk. It's going to be a completely live, interactive course from February 18th through the 24th. There will be videos, there will be workshops, there is action step printouts, there is live interaction Q&As and conversation. It's set up in a course style format so you can go through it at your own pace as well as interact in the live stuff. It's going to be so awesome. So I cannot wait to have you in this course. If you have resonated with anything in this video, if you love my vibe and what I bring, then please join NutriBabe Nation, especially this month, so that you can hop in on both of those things, the Choco Healthy cooking class and the signature course by Sarah Steckler, who's a mindfulness practitioner, Taming Negative Self-Talk. So head to NutriBabeNation.com, use the coupon code MINDFUL for $10 off your first month. This is a special coupon for you guys for the month of February so that you can hop in to everything that NutriBabe Nation offers, and in particularly this month, the Taming Negative Self-Talk course, and follow that up with the Choco Healthy cooking class and make yourself some awesome treats. I feel like February is like the month of renewing, self-love, and there's hearts everywhere, and there's, couples and all that stuff too, but it's also about yourself. And it's also Heart Month as well. So let's take care of our hearts, take care of ourselves, and feed our hearts the food and the mindset and the people that it's needed for it to really, really thrive. So I'll put all that information below, but head to NutriBabeNation.com. When signing up, use the coupon code MINDFUL to give you $10 off that first month in the monthly membership site, NutriBabe Nation. I cannot wait to have you, and we will see you there. Bye, guys.